Dear Carrie, how do I help a child who has trouble with word finding? I have several children on my caseload who have trouble coming up with the right words for things. Signed, Who's It, What's It? Hey there, Carrie Clark here with speechandlanguagekids.com, and today I'm going to answer a question about word finding. This is the Dear Carrie SLP advice column. So if you have a question that you would like me to answer for you, you can leave it in the comments on the YouTube videos. So if you're watching on the website, click on over to YouTube, leave your question in the comments. I will be grabbing questions from there for future videos. But today we're going to talk about word finding, also called word retrieval. So this is a skill that a lot of children with speech and language problems have trouble with. So we're going to talk about two different types of strategies you can use in speech therapy or at home or in the classroom to help a child who's having trouble with word finding. So if you go to my website on speechandlanguagekids.com, if you type in word retrieval, it will pop up with this page, or you can follow the link below the YouTube video. But this has some different information about strategies. So I specifically want to talk about two types of strategies that have been shown in the research in the literature to help for some children. Now here's the key. There's no one strategy that works for everyone. So this is one of those skills that's especially helpful to have tools in your toolbox. So you know, here are some strategies I can try, and if one isn't working, you have some backups, okay? So the two types of strategies that we have for word finding would be semantic strategies and phonological strategies. So the general idea here being that for some children, the semantic underlying or the meaning of words is what they're struggling with. That's how it's not pulling up in the brain. So for some reason, the words aren't quite organized well enough to be able to grab them by meaning. For the phonological strategies, it has more to do with how the words sound. That part of the brain is not well organized. So again, it's going to depend on the child, but these are both strategies that were found to be effective in the research, so they're both great strategies to try. So semantic strategies would be helping them map the meaning of words in their brains. And so this is just practicing playing with the meanings of words. So the strategies for this group are categorization. So putting words into categories or naming as many words from categories as possible. Attributes. So we're either providing attributes or descriptors for specific words, or we're using attributes to define them. And then associations with other words. So again, we're making connections in the brain and helping them organize that information. So this would be associating words that are related by function or composition or other attributes, or that part to whole relation. So if you scroll down on this web page, there are a bunch of activities that are the semantic approach. So fill in the blank, a pair of, and then you have the child fill in the blank. So they are using associations to try to come up with a word, and they're practicing that over and over again to help organize those language centers of the brain. Rapid naming from categories, providing a word from a definition. So you can scroll through and see all of those different activities. There's also a kit if you want them already made for you, a no prep therapy kit where you can just print that and use that in therapy. Now, the other strategies would be phonological. So these have to do with how a word sounds. So for this type of therapy, you would take one word and run them through all of these steps to help them better retain and recall that word. So let's say the word is butterfly, and it doesn't have to be one that they specifically had trouble finding, just the practice of going through these steps for words is going to help their brain get there quicker. So syllabification, so we're going to say butterfly. We're going to break the word down. Sound segmentation, breaking the word down into individual sounds and then counting how many sounds. B, a, t, f, o, I. So we've got 7, okay? So that would be sound segmentation. And then we do some rhyming, coming up with words that rhyme with that word. And then imagery. So this was a strategy specifically from this study. You can link over to those studies if you want to read those. But the child looks at the picture of the word while the therapist says it out loud. So the child looks at a picture of a butterfly, you say butterfly. Then you have them close their eyes and ask them to see the picture in their mind and hear the voice saying it in their mind. So you're not saying it again, you're having them remember what it sounded like when you did say it. And then all of those strategies together help the brain better organize words and word knowledge so that when they need a word, they're better able to find it. So those are the two types of strategies I have for you, semantic and phonological. Hopefully that helps you. If you have a question that you would like to have answered on the Dear Carrie segment, you can go ahead and type that into the comments on YouTube or social media for this video. And I will pull from those questions for future videos. And you can stay tuned to speechandlanguagekids.com and our YouTube channel to find updates when those are released. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.